Hi, I'm Andy. I'm the ESL instructor here at CCC. Places like here in Canada, it's just great because Vancouver is such an amazing place in the summer. It might be more popular year-round to do ESL tours. Usual ESL certificate would more be showing that in an academic setting that maybe you can write an essay or maybe you can give a presentation. The only downsides with it, it doesn't always offer a lot of people skills or interaction, where a lot of time here with CCC with the summer tour, we allow a lot more interaction. You get to go out, you get to talk to people, you get to experience a culture versus a classroom. You get to kind of see this difference. While both have pros, in the classroom you focus a lot more on vocabulary or maybe grammar, certain tenses. When you're out, you get more real world experience. I mean, it helps. I'd be lying if I said it didn't help, but it's not everything. From my experience, being in Korea, being in China, and all these other places I've taught, I've met some students who are oh, their grammar's amazing, but when you actually try to sit down and have a conversation, or when they go to a restaurant and try to order food, it doesn't always work. Grammar, like I said, is very important. But real world experience, you get to hear different things, and you try to go to a restaurant and you're like, can I please have the spaghetti? It's fine, we understand, but most people here in Canada will be I'd like spaghetti, please. So that is different. Where grammar is important, the real world experience is completely, it changes everything. Well, you're learning through experience. So you are learning while playing in a certain way. When we're going around Gastown, you not just get to pick up on different English vocabulary that I might say, or what we might learn in a certain place, you might read on a plaque. So you are learning a lot, but you're learning through playing, which I think is probably one of the best ways to learn a language. As far as Canadian culture goes, a lot of people don't really know a lot about it. So when you're out in public, you're talking to people with ESL, maybe you go to Granville Island, for example, there was a maple syrup, or a few maple syrup shops. We had one student actually go and he's asking about questions about what is the difference with maple syrup, is it just different climate, is it a different place you get the syrup from? And then he was able to figure out oh, each taste is different, and you're able to experience just talking to someone. I really just want my students to always feel comfortable when they're speaking a language. And they have to be in a comfortable environment. That being said, being friendly, I've never been a good student when it comes to someone tells me to sit down, read, study, study, study. So my teaching approach is always trying to get the students ready. I want them to know exactly what they're going into. I want them to figure out how they can feel comfortable. I don't want them to be afraid to ask a question. I try to help students as best they can for their individual needs. I can't wait to see you here in Vancouver.